What ho! Welcome back to another exciting adventure of Radio Free Anarchy. Just trying to make sure I don't have a lot of stuff. Welcome back to another exciting adventure of Radio Free Anarchy. I'm your host, Travel Mateus. This is the second dating stream. It's an inside joke from previous existences. When friends of mine on YouTube, people I have never really met in person, only through shared interests in the content creating aspect of our expressions. What the crack was I just saying? So if they went live, I would show up and I would say, "Is this a dating stream? Is this a dating stream? Is this a dating stream? Is this a dating stream?" It would just be my thing. So this is now the second dating stream. First dating stream? I gotta change that. How's that go? Second dating stream is dating stream. Is this a dating stream? Right. Second dating stream. Second dating stream. I think that makes sense. And my microphone is on. I don't think I have any other music besides Winterscapes, and I don't want to play that. In fact, let's get rid of that. Or I could just change it. Alright. Sorry, I got distracted, but now I don't know where it's at. What? True solfeggio. And it's, oh, there it is. Alright, so hopefully that's low enough. Soothing enough for it not to be obnoxious, but if I ever have a pause or step away from the camera. But so right now I can't see the chat. Not that anybody's going to show up, but if someone did, I wouldn't know it. Because I wouldn't be able to see anything. So this would be the only way I would know if anybody ever showed up, was if they jumped into the chat and said hello. But this is kind of like this to me is where I'm starting. You know, whatever this is going to be in perpetuity. You know, whether or not this is going to be some kind of a relic of some digital archive that gets lost for a millennia or two, or you know, when somebody comes along and finds this computer or whatever. I don't even know. But I'm really not happy with a lot of the spiritual, I don't know. Like, on the one hand, I want to be more spiritually scientific. That is that I want to understand that which I am purporting to believe, you know? Belief, in my opinion, is hearsay. Belief is hearsay. That's a pretty interesting way of putting that. I'm going to jump on over here and edit this real quick. Just put that down. I like that. Belief is hearsay. Now, I mean, I could have been pirating that off of somebody, but I have no idea who it would be right now. You know, as there is nothing new under the sun, everything is just a resonance and a frequency and a vibration away from something else that's already been, you know, so many times in so many minds. But, okay, so we covered the dating stream. Is this a dating stream? We covered that part. And I started talking about something, and then I forgot what I was totally talking about. I got distracted and talked about something else, which is kind of the stream of consciousness aspect of it. It just, look, it is what it is. I know that there's a... I was going to go through this person's comment. I really want to make sure that that's not louder than me, but anyway, she encouraged me to be more structured and more organized, you know, and here you go. This is it. This is what you got. I'd have to sit down and write the show. I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. If you don't want to listen to me, that's your prerogative. You know, but that's what happens with me and channels that I listen to. I like their presentation. I'm saying that I'm hoping to find people that don't mind my presentation. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was going to try to get out of work tomorrow. Ugh. Man, oh man. I hate not liking something, you know. I hate not liking work. I would rather enjoy working. I hate not liking it. Anyway, you know, I just think of this as kind of like an existential diary to a certain extent, free flowing, you know, what's the word? Stream of consciousness. Nothing planned, just, you know, stuff that I'm thinking at the moment, and then whatever comes up to take me away from that, like it's happened already. But the one thing that I'm struggling with is understanding how I'm my own saboteur. I am my own worst enemy, right? I am my own saboteur. Like, I am never going to succeed or amount to anything if I don't bring under submission that dark side of me, that part of me that is the one that I'm blaming on, or I'm blaming my failures, right? He's the one. Like I have been in places of opportunity for me to focus on certain things, and I don't follow through. Why don't I don't why do I not follow through? Because the answer is because I have a voice inside my head that works against that forward motion, chipping away at it by causing doubt, questions. That's me sabotaging myself. So the only way that I can think of that I am ever going to be more than somebody who fucking makes a sandwich at a deli or cuts a steak or, god damn, like, I do not want to goddamn be a deliman. You know what I mean? But there's like where I've put myself, there's just nothing else that has availed itself. Like every single commercial avenue I went down for trucking, because I have my commercial driver's license. Everything was digital, and so I never heard back from any of the applications. Like nothing was in my box ever. It was just the whole spam thing with the recruiting companies. But anyway, you know, I've put myself in this situation by moving away from a decision that I made after a decision that I made after like decision after decision after, like, which decision am I gonna point out right now to try to, you know, I don't know, suppose ring, you know, squeeze out, wring out some ounce or gram or milliliter of life. So, a needle pulling thread. So you have this tribal community, and they have a spirituality, or they are going to develop a spirituality, or they're like, okay, all right, everybody, okay, like, which generation are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, if you have me there, and then my son, you're only going to have 3 generations, because his son, that's it. You know what I mean? So, like, how many people are we talking about? And how old's the oldest one? And is there a ritual of communal suicide, like in fucking Midsummer? You know, like, that would be a fucking head case right there. Oh my god, can you imagine growing up in a culture where I think it was everybody in the community, when they reached the age of 70, they dropped off a cliff and killed themselves as part of the ritual. No thanks. I mean, like, but, you know, like, what if I had grown up in that culture? Ugh. But I'm distracted right now because my friend just texted me. So what I was going to do is send her this. Oh, that's right. Other account. All right, so I just let Sandra know that I'm live, so I might get back to, you know, talking. But I don't know, it's interesting to think about creating a reality of envisioning. So that's what I did this evening, earlier this evening. I just envisioned for a few moments, a few brief moments. I wasn't a very, trained or sophisticated meditation on the vision of manifesting an audience of followers, and by that I mean subscribers, and by that I mean like-minded people who have just as much to contribute to um, the growth of the individual and the community. Right? So then you have a community eventually, unless it's just me. I mean, but there is already, I think, I can't remember how many people. I don't remember how many people. I don't, it's very small. I don't think it's broken. My channel. Okay, I have 10 subscribers. All right, so I guess I have 10 subscribers. So, there's that. But other than that, right? You know what I mean? Like if it just stays at 10, well, you got to start somewhere. So I just started somewhere. But I was saying earlier about this idea for a fantasy series would be really to just show how society develops. I mean, philosophically, you can create any kind of society that you want, because there's no way for me to create there's no way for me to authentically create an anarchist society with only one person. I can't write, like, it'll all be theory, right? I don't know that it would work. But I would rather see an idea of the breakdown of like, I think that if we showed people what a natural, right? I know that it's all contrived because you're filming it, directing it, producing it, acting in it, unless it's just complete straight documentary with no script, right? There's just so many ways that you could present that one culture. You could tell a story of the Hindu. You could tell the story of the Chinese, of the Australian Aboriginal. All of these different cultures. And then addressing their issues of spirituality would be really interesting in the medium, considering the fact that prior to the 20th century, everything was oral or written down, but never depicted in terms of I don't know. I lost my train of thought. So you have these stories that the culture tells itself. Like, when did these stories start? When did you decide to start telling that story? Even if Santa Claus is really the story of the human body's physiological, that would be, in my opinion, a pretty goddamn big, because nobody I know would tell me, if I said, would answer the question. If I said, hey, what's the story of Santa Claus really about? They would probably say something like, well, there was a Christian monk named Saint Nicholas back in the 5th century or something like that. And I'm like, yeah. Okay, is there anything else? Anything else you want to say about the story of Saint Nicholas, Santa Claus? No. Okay. The majority of people in existence would if you were to sit down and say, I'm going to tell you the story, I'm going to tell you the true story of Santa Claus, and say, this story that I'm telling you right now is a physiological historical fiction. That is, it's representing truth that's historically been understood to apply to the human physiology, right? You're appealing to history, you're appealing to anthropology with by the biology of the human animal. Okay, like there's a third part of that I can't remember right now. It just escaped me, but I'm just completely riffing right now. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Freaking weird. If anybody listens to this part, make a comment and tag timestamp this part so I can go back and try to follow that thread. Which, by the way, if you're listening up to this point, thank you so much for participating in my channel. If you have not already subscribed, please make sure that you do. Also, smash that Fonzarelli, hit that like, leave me a comment, let me know how you found the channel or if we've known each other from a previous existence, and then make sure that you share the content. Somebody somewhere will enjoy listening to the sultry sound of my voice, I'm sure. Or not. Alright, that might just be a good place to stop. This has been another exciting adventure of Radio Free Anarchy Dating Stream. I'm your host, Travel Mateus. Until